Hi guys, Figure-Boi here. Whew. So I've just had a KFC. Back with another video, and today I'm going to be going over some of the stuff that I've got hold of today. One of these in particular is a Yelena figure that I bought off eBay, but all the rest I got all going out into my local town centre. So, where shall we begin? You know what, let's start off with the pop vinyls, because it's mostly, pop vinyl stuff here, so let's get this stuff out of the way. So, it's not usual that I actually keep the figures in the box prior, as I'm starting a video. Usually I already have them taken out, but I don't think I'll bother to take them out for this video, because I'm going to make this more of a showcase, and I can probably review it from inside the box. I mean, I'm not a in-box collector, at least not anymore, so it's not possible now. But I prefer to have them out. Why is my voice breaking? Oh my god! Right, here are the other. No, just let me see if I can get my voice back to normal, if that's even scientifically possible. Here are the other figures you can get from each of these lines. Now, in terms of, I'm not getting a normal Doctor Strange, and I ain't going to get the Scarlet Witch singular release, because that version is pretty boring, to be honest, pretty bland. Because they've already done, like, a figure from WandaVision, so I feel as though this was almost just, even though she's, like, a main character, it feels like a filler pop, like these two. Like, who cares about these? Like, seriously, they're, like, spoiler alert, they're not in the film that much, but, they have got, like, better versions of her from this particular film, but I probably won't be getting a standalone version, like, exclusive for, like, floating in this outfit, because there's a movie moment coming out of Zombie Strange and her fighting, so I might just get that. That'll be my second Marvel movie moment since the Captain America vs. Red Skull, which I might end up taking off my main shelf and putting into the cabinet, because I want to make some room for some more pops from these newer MCU films, because there's an America Chavez coming out, and let me just set the record straight. I don't know anything about a comic character, really, from what I've heard, and I can't call myself a fan of her or anything. I don't particularly care for the comic version of the character, but and as for the film version, if you consider her as, like, her own separate character, yeah, in a way she does feel like a bit of a plot device, if that even makes sense. It's almost she's almost the person that can get Doctor Strange from place to place and whatever. But at least she wasn't half as annoying as her, well, in my opinion, as the character in the comics, if I'm actually structured that sentence correctly, because I have a tendency to go on a tangent, and then I try to carry on my sentence, and then it doesn't even, and then my grammar goes all right. Wrong. Bleh. Goes all wrong. But anyway, I had no problem with her in the film, to be honest. So even though I won't get the standard release, they were recently announced, like, a Comic-Con, variant of her, like, with, like, the star portal, and she's in, like, a much more dynamic pose. And because it's going to be exclusive to Smiths, I thought, I might as well get it, because, why not? Might as well, I mean, I doubt it'll skyrocket in price, but I like these pops when they actually have, like, unique aspects to them, so I think it'll look cool. Next to Wong, who is probably one of my favourite characters from the, MCU, he's just like, in this film, I don't really know what to say, but, like, in other, I always got to use all Ross, the new Sorcerer Supreme or whatever, but like in other films, like, where he's had cameos, and other than that, he's, I've just been really intrigued by him, and this is not the first Wong pop they've made. There was a Comic-Con version of him from Endgame, but I never got that one because I didn't care that much at the time. But since they made a standard one from this film, I was like, I'll just get one this time. Why not? So there you go, I've got one now, can't complain. And as for Squid Game, oh, that rhymed, yay. Yeah, I wasn't really planning on getting this one. I just thought to myself, because I've got like the exclusive Masked Soldier from Smiths, which has like a different, you know, like PlayStation symbol, controller symbol on its mask. But it's more or less the same mould for that one, except it has a gun instead. So, not as dynamic as this other one that's exclusive to Funko Europe, which sometimes I question whether I should have waited and got that one instead. But I think, you know what, I just wanted to support my local Smiths, alright, at the end of the day. I suppose it didn't really matter which one I got. But, yeah, I felt, you know, I ought to have one of the players, and it ought to be him, considering he is the main character after all, so. And, I would have got the old man, but, yeah. I'm not actually impressed with the final figure for it. It just looks off. Like, just the moustache, it just makes him look, he doesn't, I don't even know if he actually resembles him that much. But they gave him a bit of a unique head sculpt though, because he's obviously supposed to be like frail and all that. And I wasn't going to be a simp and buy hair. I felt, you know, there is a shot during the scene where he's carving into his honeycomb, where you think it might be her or somebody bending over, but it turns out to be Jihan. So yeah, thanks for that. You know. But yeah, there you go, Jihan. Pretty cool. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. Oh, and let's move on to some more different figures. Yeah, I went ahead and you know, bought a minifigure packet of this. There's no point asking you to guess which one I got. You know, I was considering going on Amazon or eBay to actually purchase a Kermit alongside did my voice break again? A Porky Pig, because of the Looney Tunes line or whatever. But yeah, I kind of decided not to after I read like the review of something, and like apparently this Amazon order had forgotten the accessory, and then even when I went on eBay, I was like, is it really even worth it? Because I think it's supposed to be more fun to get a packet in the shop and to see what you end up with. And also because I didn't want to dig myself into a hole, and I'm just guessing that hopefully, you know, Funko Europe, or Funko, will make a new line of Muppet Pops. Because I know they did the Jim Henson, because I got the one of him holding Ernie, but I remember they did the standard release with him with Kermit, wasn't it? So, I don't know whether they'll go back and do more, because I'm thinking the most obvious thing to do would have a new Kermit with his banjo singing the Rainbow Connection. I mean, obviously you won't be able to hear it singing, but obviously, you know, what he'd be singing or whatever. So, I think that's the best option. And that's why I was kind of happy that I didn't get Kermit and got this instead. Fozzie Bear, Wacka Wacka. There you go. You know, I'm not going to attempt to do that again. But yeah, it's not the first time that LEGO has done these kind of Jim Henson puppet figures before. Because you had that Sesame Street set. I don't really know what to think of them. Like, the head sculpts are certainly unique, but not necessarily great. But, you know, it's something. It's what it represents, isn't it? Yeah, Fozzie Bear. So he's got his banana there. I don't really know how I'm supposed to review LEGO figures. But there you go, I'm just thinking that I'll put him next to my Scrooge McDuck, which I did get on Amazon, and actually didn't buy a blind bag or anything. So, oh great, what am I doing? So he comes with his microphone, shouts some really boring jokes or whatever, I don't know. And these are just spare pieces. Let's just hope that none of his jokes are like Ricky Gervais's or anything, because you don't want to get the Muppets cancelled, you know. So, I see, when was the last time the Muppets had its own, like, I know they still do, I think they still do, like, performances or whatever, but do they actually, when was the last show or movie? Yeah, there's the packet. I accidentally tore off one of Kermit's eyes. No context. Just because they decided it'd be a good idea to, oh, there's his eye. Oh my god, what have you done? Oh, Kermit! Because they decided they put some sticky tape over. Whatever. In terms of minifigures, I had like a whole set of the original 2 minifigure series, but they're all like mixed matched and in stacker boxes. So it would be a dream to be able to find all of them and put them back together. I think I still have the leaflet for series 1, but I somehow doubt I have a packet. Any of the packets survived. But yeah, if I'm able to actually put the figures back together, specifically Dracula, because that was the hardest one to find, because, you know, you can, I don't know if it's still the case, but you used to be able to find out which one it was, because they all had like their own unique barcode. So me and Mum used to go to Smith's, and we had like all the barcodes like printed out, and, you know, going through them was a pain, but eventually I did get one, because I just kept getting like this, I think it was the skier, you know, so I think series 2 had a skier. I don't know if they came out with like a new Dracula, like part of like a horror set, because I know for Legoland or whatever, they had like Dracula in there, like I think they were advertising like a Dracula thing, so it was like some kind of haunted house. So I'm guessing they made the figure easier to get, or it's like a variation of the original figure. I don't know, but I had the original. I don't know if I still have it. I really hope I do. You know, but whatever. Anyway, let's just move on to the books here. So, Spider-Man and Deadpool. Now, looking through this, it has Lady Thor in it. Not Mighty Thor, Lady Thor. Jane Foster. So, I'm going to avoid opening it, if you actually care for like, spoilers or whatever. But, yeah, I'm guessing this is from Modern Marvel, from 2016. So, yeah, I used my a voucher to get this. So, hopefully it's all yours. I'll start doing the Tommy Shelby voice now. And not too WOKE. Because, you know, I come to read comic books to be entertained, not lectured to, even if some of these kind of books can be kind of philosophical and political. Say Watchmen, for example, but it's all metaphorical in some sense. You know, it's not like they reference Trump or anything like that, because, you know, I mean, now that would be the definition of a scary comic book. Return of the Orange Man. Right, yeah, I won't open this either, because there's a lot of R shots of Dr. Manhattan, which is probably not ideal, because my video could get demonetized, even though I don't have any ads on it, but so what difference does it make? Well, I could say age restricted, but yeah, I somehow doubt that'll be a problem. Yeah, let's just not open that. Let's get all this other stuff out the way, because we don't want to you don't want to confuse people, because you don't know who to focus on, because there's too many things in this video. So I'll let I wanted to make some kind of sarky remark about, you know, Fozzie's like hat, nose, or banana, but I couldn't think of anything, so I think let's just move on to the Blu-rays. So Suicide Squad, because usually Blu-rays at HMV are like 15 quid, like this one, but yeah, I guess it's been reduced now because it's been out for a while, and part of me was thinking about watching this film again. If you haven't seen it, it's a step up over the original Suicide Squad. Wasn't bored in this one. I suppose my main issue with it was that it was a lot more violent than I expected, and if you were going to make it like more aimed at adults, you could have could have made up for the American Psycho Margot Robbie video, but fair enough, I let it slide, because she did look significantly better than she did in the first Suicide Squad film. Because I kind of dig this outfit, but I'm going to really try and refrain from just keep going backwards and trying to get pop vinyls and all that stuff. I think I might just stick with my original Harley Quinn, the iconic Suicide Squad version of her in the with the baseball bat and all that. But I did get a Peacemaker pop from this line, because I am watching the Peacemaker show at the minute, and the Peacemaker pop from this film is probably better than the ones they did for the actual like HBO series pop line. But I have to get his Pet Eagle as well, but I'm just waiting for Pop Culture to update their website. But going back to the film, yeah, very violent. My voice keeps breaking. Right, very violent. But if you're into violence, not like you're probably going to really like it, especially at the beginning, because off from the bat, it's almost like, you know, I like how James Gunn kind of, you know, split this film into chapters as well. So yeah, is there anything else I really want to say? Yeah, I guess just watch it. I mean, I know it underperformed at the box office, but it certainly deserved to do better. And yeah, I'm a massive simp, so of course I'm going to say she was a highlight. So yeah, they really did a good job of making some lesser known superhero characters, as he kind of call, like him, for example. So I think he was yeah, I really need to watch this again. But knowing what happens, maybe I'll be less tense. But yeah, if Bloodsport is supposed to be the somebody that's managed to actually shoot Superman with like a kryptonite bullet and all that, I mean, yeah, it would have been better if we actually got a cameo from Henry Cavill. But of course, we won't get that because he's probably too expensive. He's too busy with The Witcher, you know, like he's one of the most brilliantly written shows of all time. But I don't like I said, I've probably said in previous you know, reviews, I haven't really played the games, or never played the games, and I'm still on the first buck. So yeah, it's too soon for me to judge. But yeah, I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, oh my god, it's not like it's not, you know, I'm not going to be like one of those people that's like, nothing like the books, nothing like this, terrible, breaking law and all that. Yeah, I'm not going to, I'm not like, I can't really, I've only ever seen the Netflix series, so I can't call myself a big, massive fan of The Witcher, right? So I'm not going to get into that argument. But as for another Blu-ray, I just thought, you know, I might as well get this, because I wanted to make sure I got it before they it didn't have a slip cover anymore, because I prefer it when my Blu-ray DVDs or whatever have slip covers, and it says limited edition, but that could just be a selling tactic. But I went ahead and got it anyway, just because, you know, I thought I might as well get it now. Because, yeah, over 2 hours of special features that make the film like twice as long. Yeah, I look forward to seeing more of these. Hopefully we'll see Mr. Freeze in the next one. Because, yeah, maybe Gus Fring could play Mr. Fring. Maybe Gus Fring could play Mr. Fring. Maybe Gus Fring could play Mr. Freeze, and it wouldn't really matter if we're talking of, because he'd be blue anyway. So and you know, he's just really intimidating, you know. And I'm guessing, what was it? What am I also guessing? Now, maybe you might be able to explain how Gus Fring is able to preserve his chicken in the freezer. He saves a lot of money because he can just freeze the chicken stuff himself. So that's, yeah, maybe that's a good reason to cast him as Mr. Freeze. Yeah, I like this film, but I don't like it as much as other people. But yeah, I've got that Lego set to build of the penguin and like the penguin chase. That would be a review coming soon. I've got to get this big massive DeLorean done first. I'm having a bit of trouble with that. So yeah, there you go. And yeah, you get this deal. You can get like the on Halloween DVDs like half off. Though it's kind of weird why at HMV they have the first one with slipcover and the other one doesn't have one. And usually what I do is, if it was a normal DVD, I'd just take the other slipcover off, no problem. But this time I think I might put this one with the ones that have slipcovers and put this one with the one that doesn't have slipcovers, because it's not part of a trio or anything, so I could just put them into literally into two different, two halves in two different sections. So yeah, I've read the original comic book, but I can't remember much about it, so maybe if I watch this, I might develop a better understanding of the story, and maybe when I go back to read the comic again, I'll actually, yeah, because I have a habit of skim reading, so yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that, but what should Fig do? Should he make simpy remarks about Poison Ivy? Is Harley Quinn even in this? No. The Mad Hatter is there. So yeah. Oh, Catwoman. If you've actually seen like the original artwork for the Joker from these comic books, yeah, weird. And the artist for the Long Halloween has recently passed away as well, so rest in peace to him. And yeah, I'll have to check out this film to honour him if it does actually do the storyline any justice. Because I don't know, so I don't want Killing Joke Part 3. Part 2. No, it's because there's Part 1, Part 2, Part... What the... Right, anyway. Let's close it off with this. Because this was the thing that I was referring to, like, in terms of different kind of reviews. So, yeah, I was kind of really peed off that I was not able to backtrack and get myself a Yelena Pop from Black Widow, because I'd already vaulted it, or retired it, or discontinued it, whatever phrase you want to use. Because the Pops actually, I think they actually came out, like, they might have actually come out a year before the film came out. That's the weird thing. So, I think it's because the Black Widow film got delayed, and eventually they kind of just... Because I don't think I ever saw them in Astor. I think if I'd seen them in Astor, I probably would have just been like, I would have seen it and probably go, you know, I'll just go for it. But, there you go. She can do a lot of stuff. She can do it. She can do like a star jump and everything like that. I don't really know how to review figures, but this is how she comes falling out the plane. So this was fun. No. Right. Still better CGI than Black Widow. You know, let's have a look at the back of the box. So this is probably like a massive one-off. I don't think I'll buy any more. But has some information here. Arc is sort of good, but I don't understand why they just make it like I say she's phasing out, leaving just her hair behind like it's like a wig or something. That's a bit weird. I'm guessing just the artistic style. None of the other characters here look all that interesting, to be honest. I mean, Crossbones looks kind of cool. You've got fake Taskmaster, and you can also build a figure because they've got all these. What the heck? You know what? I don't think that's appropriate. Let's put them out there. Okay. Let's get the other pieces. Yeah, I build a fig. Not interested in all this, to be honest, because I don't even know who this character is. Like, Black Widow's would be another cool figure to get, except I've already got like a Vinyl Soda figure of her in this outfit. I mean, I actually tore the box. Sorry. But with her in the white outfit that she has, like in the Prison Break scene with Hopper, but yeah, I'm not like, because the Vinyl Soda, like I've just mentioned, and I won't bother. Even though that's her in like the black suit, but I never got the Endgame version of her, so as in Natasha, so Yeah, I don't really know what to do with this. I'm going to have to find a place for it. Maybe I'll put it in the box. So I don't lose it. Actually, this box up to there. I could put it up to there. Yeah, I'll put it there. Don't know what this is. That's how it comes with. And you get some accessories as well. So if you're interested in accessories, you go. Yeah, I'll probably just keep these in a tin because there's no point. I don't want to use these. I'd rather not give her a guns because she might try to shoot me. Especially with a head like that. Like, because I actually like the face sculpt. I mean, apparently this figure I doubt main collectors will actually be all that interested in, but of course I'm gonna love it. But like, yeah, she could just do a full, Regan head tilt, and what the heck? And then like even when it's almost like there's no way to conceal the thing, And I'm just thinking like back to those character options figures for Doctor Who I used to collect back in the day. You didn't have them went like this. I'm guessing David Tennant one actually bore a better resemblance to the actor than, as in the 10th Doctor one bore a better resemblance to the actor than probably this, because I suppose it sort of looks like that's in Florence Pugh. She's become quite a rising star. She's going to be in the new Puss in Boots, playing Goldilocks, and I recently watched her in an adaptation of a modern adaptation of King Lear, even though it had the original Shakespearean dialogue and all that. She's going to do a tilt now, do some kind of Russian ballerina dance. Were they ballerina? No, I'm thinking. I have no idea what I'm saying now. I seem to have a memory of there being a flashback of Natasha being a ballerina or something. Why? Or is it just me? Am I dreaming? I think I might be dreaming. I was just thinking about Avengers. Didn't they have like flashbacks like to when she was a kid or something? Was she like a ballerina, Natasha? I have no idea what I'm going on about. Unless that was part of their training. They have to do like some kind of dance and then suddenly they go... I'm going to stop now. This is just going to get cringy. So I guess I think that's... Why should I go around like that? Oh, thanks for this. Ruined my holiday. Yeah, let's just put these... put this stuff away. You know what? She's telling me where to go. No, start off. Right, yeah, let's just put her in the this other cabinet where I have this Bakugo statue. So yeah, if you like this video, please leave it a like, subscribe, and comment if you want, and correct me on things if I am wrong, or don't bother, do what you want. I'm yeah. But, before I go, I might make some couple announcements. I have these reflection videos that I want to do, and the current one I have planned is the Book of Boba Fett, where I attempt to come up with a better story for the Book of Boba Fett. I'm not claiming to be like a big, massive writing Star Wars expert or anything like that, but I think it won't take a lot to make a better story than the Book of Boba Fett. And if you enjoy that one, I might do one for Kenobi, but the easiest thing for Disney to have done is actually attempt to adapt one of the novelizations or something. I know there's supposed to be some fan film out there that people really like, even though I watched it and thought it was all right. Damn it, I said I wouldn't do any more. I thought it was alright. It was okay. Sorry, I can't say it's alright. It's alright without going it's alright. I've watched too much Peaky Blinders at this point. So yeah. I've got the PowerPoint, with all the pictures on it. I just haven't got around to actually doing the actual audio recording yet, so we'll leave it for another time. So yeah, point stands. Cheers. I'm off.